So, hi everybody and welcome back to our Blender tutorial for absolute starters. And we do in this tutorial basic shapes, and last time we created this basic head, and in this video we are going to export this now and learn how we export a mesh, for example, to our game engine, in this case Unreal Engine 5. And let's get started. We go here on top to File, then we go here to Export, and we have to choose Export FBX. So here it's important, the right side here, and let's start on top. What we want to do is we have just one mesh here, so I select selected object, then I don't know select this other objects here, so I select just the mesh option, and almost done. All other we can keep. Oh no, here we have to change here something, and what we are going to change is we set forward, because in Unreal Engine 5 forward is X and up is Z, so we set this to. We don't apply units, we don't use space transform. I think that's new anyhow, whatever. We will see if this works. I hope it works. If not, we are coming here again and then tweak this a little bit. And then we go down here to geometry and change only. Apply modifiers. I applied them already. Can keep it, but we have to change this one. The smoothing to face, because we work there. And that's it with geometry, armature, nothing. Should be selected nothing here, because we have no armature. And baked animation, we don't select anything else, so perfect. And now we just find where we want exported. In my case, I have to go to Document, to Unreal Engine, oops, yeah, to Unreal Projects here, and to our projects as example project. These are all only example projects here. And the one I need here is demonstration, no, production, anything with production. Yeah, we have here production. I double click on it and I have to go in content. That's very important. That's it. That's the place where I want it. The name here on the bottom, enemy head, it's okay. I click export FBX and that's it. That should do it. That should do it. And to test it, we switch here to Unreal, and we see here it comes a pop-up menu. It says a change to a source content file has been detected indeed, because we exported from Blender, and here we have click import, and we have to set up this fast too, not too much. Generate missing collision? No, because we can make them ourselves later. And then I keep almost all here. Convert scene, no, convert scene, we make this also not. And advanced, yeah, that's okay. And let's see, search location, default, all fine, render material, FBX. Let's stay with default, almost all in default. That's perfect, just on the top. We don't select here any skeletal mesh and no material collision, and so we have also no material here. So we just import all, and it worked. I think we go to the content drawer, we go, here's the content where we have included, and indeed we have imported and created this mesh in Blender, exported here, but we have no material, but that's okay. And let's test this in game. So here I have a scene. Let's add it just for test purposes to this scene. So we open up this one. Let's drag and drop this to the static mesh folder first, so I find it later faster. Here should be a static mesh folder, and I don't got one. Perfect. Start. Then let's create one if we don't have a static mesh folder. New static mesh, and now we go on content, we drag and drop the static mesh We move here. Perfect. Now let's make a fast fix up the redirection in folder. That's perfect. I click on static mesh. I drag and drop my created head here, and let's see. Is this working? Let's see the direction. So anything is wrong, I think. So how we test this? Let me see this. So when I drag this out, the forward direction is actually... Oh, that's probably right. Y. It's Y, not X. Anyway, not so important right now. We just test this one. Here is the head, the Blender created head, and we test this in our game. And when I start this just for test purposes, here is it. Cool, but we need set up fast material, but we can set this up in Blender, but we can make here a simple material, or we just use a texture and add this to this one. Then we have something like that. Yeah, let's do it this one perhaps. Oh, the pivot point is also here on the bottom. Anyhow, let's bring him back here. Let's something like, yeah. There is the hat who is watching from behind. And let's put this here a little bit higher. Light here, perhaps also here. Yeah, something like that. And then let's add here material. Let's go to our material folder. I hope I have some textures here. This is bad. Now I have no materials too. Oh, here's the starter content. And there are many materials. So I just click one. And let's give this head what material we give our head? Metallic one. Metallic, right? This metal head. Bam! Now I have a metal head there. Or should we make the metal head? Let's see. Oh no. Let's give perhaps a better head. What's that? This looks more like a monster. What's that? No, this looks lame. What's that? Yeah, a rocky monster or something like that. Something like that. Or this one, what's that? This looks more calm. And let's go for this one, this rocky thing here. See how this looks. I know, has not a good contrast. Let's check this out. Yeah, let's keep, no, not really, but let's keep this one because we go back to Blender and create something new. That's enough for our test. Well, we can make this one other way. Let's test this one more thing. And here I turn it. Let's watch it from this side. Yeah, something in this. Okay, we have this. I think that's enough. Okay, we test this around. We have here a little Blender, and let's create another thing in Blender. Okay, this one is done. I delete this. Perfect. And let's create something new. So what we are going to create in this video is Shift A. We add a mesh again. We start, for example, with a basic, what we add, a chair, something like that, a table, yeah, something like that. And we start with a cube, I think. And to make with this a cube or a table, let's do it. Let's create something like a table or so, a very simple one. So how we are going to do this? First of all, there are different ways. Let's make a very, very simple way. And the simplest way I think is we just copy 4 times this one. So we have 4 chair feet or something like that. And then we copy it 1 more time on top, and that's it. That's very simple, straightforward. So how we duplicate this fast? Is there a shortcut? Probably. But I don't know it, of course, again. So I press Shift D. I think that was Shift D. Duplicate. Yes. And I make this now 4 times. And yes, I have it. So now we have to order this a little bit. That was bad what I did. Let's delete them again. Because I think it's better when you shift D now, but then you have to on the X, no, then press X so I can move this along the axis so they are on the same height and on the same side. That's much, much, much better. And now what we can do is select this one too. And now shift D. And this time I want this axis, move it along this axis. So I press Y this time. And yes, something like that. Yeah, man, we have here 4 chair feet, and now let's scale them. Let's see how I press S for scale, but the problem is I want to scale them. Can I not separate scale them anymore? Not all together. So on local there was a trick, right? How I make a local scale. We see X. This works not. Y, Z. It works a little bit. Let's go here a little bit higher. And I want it here, this way. X. No. That works not. How I can scale in? That's my problem. Okay, anyway. That's not the thing what we do now then. And then that was then again a fail attempt, right? I tried to scale this in, so there is a trick probably, but I don't know it. So what I have to do, I click 1. When I scale this one and on XX for example, and YX, there's shift XY, something like that. Okay. We have a little bit scaling problems here, but that's okay. Let's go on. Let's make it lower. Let's put here something on a plane or something like that. We can go here, select. We can go to. I think the easiest way is we add just one more cube. Or is here a plane, something like that? Here we have a plane. I don't need that a cube. Or is there anything else? If you want a roundish, we can go for a cylinder and go it down. Let's make a roundish, right? It's cool. So now I have here my cylinder. I grab the, oops, what did I press now? Here is my cylinder. I press here, grab, and X, and let's grab it again. Grab with G. Oh, not all. Selecting the cylinder. Grab and Y, G and Y. It's around the middle. Let's make it with our eyes. Let's press the numpad. 7 or 9, both are okay. And then I grab this again. This, it must be not perfect, but let's put it around here. Yeah, around this one. And now I scale it. Press here 1. Scale it. This time is set. Yes, I make it a little bit flat like this one. Then I grab it and set. Put it a little bit higher. And this time I scale it on top. Scale. Zoom. My round dish is almost finished. That's a little bit too big perhaps. Let's scale this in set again. And I make it thin. Yeah, and let's grab this again. Here. I press num1 key, grab it, set, and I place it here a little bit on my 4 things. Let's press 1 to watch it. Yeah, that's the thing what I have now, and that is my table. Very simple. It's not the best table probably. Then we select all here on the side. Now all are selected, and I press join. Shift J for join. No, control. It was Control G for join. Now they are joined, which means it's one object here. Perfect. And I think it's time. One more modifier here. Let's right click it. Selected the object, right click, and let's click smooth. Should be look a little bit better. Perfect. We made again almost perfect table. The last thing what we have to do is probably here is our pivot point. So let's move this one more time. I grab all and I think I put it here, and so that can work. So later I have this one, and we go to save as. I'm already in the right folder. I call this one table, round table. Let's call it round table. Perfect. Save as, and we export it directly. We have, and we go here on file. We go on export. We select again FBX, and we have our selections from before. That's perfect. So I have not to do it all again. X4 setup. That's good. Then again, the file where I want to export it, and that's also nice. It's here set up. It is in Unreal Engine 5. We are in the production content folder. Perfect. I click just export, and we switch to Unreal Engine, and we have a new import. Yes, we click on it here. The settings are all like before I did it, so it's very fast. I just click here, import, and we go to our content browser. We go on top to content, and here is this one. We switch to our static mesh, move here. We have here a problem. The following asset could not be renamed. We have the wrong name here. Okay, this one should be named what was it? Round table. Perfect. And we drag and drop to static mesh, move here. Let's go here for let's go, what was the fix here? We click on this one here on fix up redirections. Perfect. Then we have static mesh. Here is our static mesh, and we placing it just for test purposes, probably not in this. Oh, why is that so big? Did we mess up there a setting? Let me check one thing. It's normally it should be not very big, but ours is really big. Anything is wrong here? I'm not sure what. Perhaps I messed up with the scaling, and so I'm not sure it was. Why is this so big? Did we mess up something? Let's check the export again. Here is all fine scale. Oh, that's not. Here we have scaled it 2 meters and 3 meters. Oh, it could be this one or so, and then scaled. I'm not sure, but we messed something up. We have now here a very big table, but no problem. We can scale it here in the program as well. And I'm going to do this. I make it just smaller. And here I have it. A smaller table. Let's test this one and place it here just for fun. Here, let's test it. Okay, this one is not visible. Let's make it a little bit more visible. What we can do is we can rotate it just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit work. It's working not that much. And let's scale this a little bit more. Nah, the way around. Perhaps I should go up with the snapping. No snapping here. Okay, now again. Yes, much better. And we have here our base table, which looks not really like a table right now. But because the it's anyway dark here on the bottom side. So what we can do is just add a fast lamp. Let's go here, place actors. Let's go to the lamps and let's make it a little bit more. Let's get a point lamp here. So let's just to see what's happening there on the. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we have probably set here a material up. Should we make yes? Let's put here also a material to see and delete the lamp which we put here. Perfect. Let's go fast to materials again in our starter content, in materials, and what color we set up the thing. Let's see, this one, is this good? Yeah, and test it. Now it looks more like it. And we have here, what is that? Where is our head? It's gone. No, it's not gone. It's here. It's okay. Okay, I think this was the test for this one. So you see we have now here 2 objects from Blender. We created both in Blender. Very basic objects, very fast for test purposes. Of course, I will not use it in this scene. It was just placing testing. Later, we place this in a bigger scene where it makes more sense. But for test purposes, it's all fine. It was fast. It was not too long. Only the scaling problem here. I have to check, but it's also not a big deal. You saw I could scale it here down to perfect, nice, good. And we see us in the next video. Bye.